so they it needs to be in a corridor. Yeah, they're all walking around it. Bunch of bastards. Go through it. Great. Now I'm getting pinchered here.
That's good to know, though. That is a helpful thing to see in action. Yes, you gotta make it to where they either can't go around it or it's really difficult for them to go around it. So you actually get some.
Some of them are taking damage going through it.
They're avoiding it as much as they can. That's unfortunate. It makes sense. It makes sense. Well, for that airdrop, pop up nice.
Ow! You weren't near me, lady.
On my map, can I see it at all? No, I don't see it at all.
Yeah, they really do. They do go around it. So yeah, it's got to be a enclosed corridor. They can't make it around.
That's alright. So now you know that you have to just really fully release your inner jigsaw.
Yeah.
You gotta make just a corridor, a maze of traps. Nail gun is like super uber construction tool.
These zombies keep Stretch Armstronging me here.
The nail gun will do like concrete upgrading stuff. Like it'll do all that really fast.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, if you get a decent enough hammer,
it also shoots
not
nails.
a huge difference. But yeah, it's not a huge difference on that end. But yeah, other than that, yeah, shooting zombies with nails. Yeah, it's cool for construction, but it's not. I mean, a good hammer will get the job done just as good. Oh no, for everything. Moon usually uses it now when she's doing concrete. She'll use the nail gun.
Yeah, pretty much one strike.
I think the nail gun was maybe a little. I don't know. It felt more useful when you had to. It took multiple hits to really load something with concrete because it was the wood and concrete and all that. Now that they took that step out, it feels like for concrete, the hammer is basically equivalent. You've got a 600 hammer. Yeah, the nail gun's probably not going to really do much of a difference at all for you then. But, you know, hey, shooting nails. That's got to be worth something, right? You gotta appreciate the fun factor. Alright, so the book and the hop seeds to go along with it are in the bottom of the food chest.
Alright.
I feel like there was something I was going to do. I don't remember what it was.
Stuff to repair that blade trap before I can pick it up.
Just being able to say nailed you. Yep, exactly. See, you get it. You understand the appeal.
Alright.
Oh boy, you've got 2 fertilizer already.
Woo!
Oh yeah, I was gonna. That's what it was. That's what it was. The airdrop, but I still can't see it. I guess since I wasn't nearby when it dropped, it's just not gonna appear for me.
It's actually just south of the trader.
Yeah, So it's really close?
Yeah.
Alright,
It's
yeah,
just, it looks like it's down the hillside of the trader.
okay.
Like on the... If you're looking at it on the map, a bit south and on the lower right-hand corner, if you head directly down from there.
Alright, I'll try and go after it.
Get some parts to fix.
That's kind of stink that the airdrop doesn't pop up. Not close enough. I mean, I guess for a large server that would make sense. But well. I suppose I understand it. I want to be able to see it. Alright.
Yeah, I'll put a mark on it if you...
Oh, never mind. I'm close enough. It's popped up now.
I figured it would.
Gotta get pretty close. Okay, but yeah, I see it now. I'm also in visual range of it anyway. I guess you gotta get pretty close. But it's nice if you get close enough it pops up. What?
The zombie's still alive. It's just a head and torso and cannot move.
Oh, it doesn't have any arms?
No, it cannot drag itself.
You gotta chin it. You gotta,
It's just there, alive, but unable to
That's
move.
funny. Okay. First aid kit schematic, sniper rifle schematic, antibiotics, painkillers, and a first aid. The usual.
Oh, I needed steel too? Damn it. Do I get the fuel back if I... got 500 fuel on me. Yeah, I get the fuel back good. Stay right there. Not like she's going anywhere. Hey, cupcake.
You know what I wonder? How do these guys stay in business when we're the only ones alive out here?
Well, I figure, somebody is giving them stuff. There's gotta be others, right? I mean, who's airdropping shit to us?
But like, who's buying from them? That's what I want to know. I've got questions. Questions that need answers.
You ask too many questions. That's how people disappear in this world.
I was gonna say, if I was standing where you are, I would have expected you turning and pulling out your sniper rifle as you said that. You're asking a lot of questions. Oh, come here, bunny rabbit. Come here. Not gonna let you ninja into the grass. Come here.
Yeah. I don't want to. She's still alive. I'm just keeping her there. Do you want to come see our pet zombie?
Ah, damn it! Come here. Go to the blade trap, bunny. God, come here. Gotcha. Alright. Oh. You poor little thing. Oh, I'm not even hunted. I'm sensed. That's funny.
I'm hunted. Oh, because she wants me.
You poor little thing. You know, you really should put it out of its misery.
I will eventually, because I do need this place.
You hear that? She's mad.
Or she's giggling. Can't really tell with the zombie.
Gotta put her down. Go put old Yeller down, Moon. She's not gonna get any better.
It'll be fine. Just the fact that I've never seen an immobile zombie before.
Completely immobilized, all limbs gone, but still alive. My God.
Well, you're fine, sweetheart.
Poor zombie. Oh man. I'm resisting the urge.
Yeah, I know, but it's just like at the same time, it's like there she is.
Well, but see, no, I have there's like, oh, put her down. Just, you know. Just because she's not human doesn't mean that we have to be able to do
Ah, fuck! I thought you were still next to me.
that.
I heard a zombie,
Oh,
and I was like, "Oh, Rick will take care of that." And then I saw the shadow slowly creeping up on me. I was like, "Wait, he doesn't
no,
walk that
abandoned
slow."
You're on your own.
There's another nurse. She came for revenge.
She wants to know why you won't put her friend down.
Yeah, not until I have to. Oh, goodness. That is beautiful. Alright. So now we're to the point where we can start thinking about an actual horde base. Now, the most efficient design would have 4 entryways. But I'm wondering if we can cut it down to 2. See, my only worry with that is that if it's 2, they might come at the sides where there's no entryway. No. I need to build the first corridor to see exactly how big it's gonna be. But yeah, the first first bits are gonna be it's gonna be 9 wide because I want 2 blade traps on the floor. Do I want 2 blade traps on the floor? Yeah, and then say 1 at head height in the middle. Because obviously you're gonna get crawlers in, so.
Yeah.
And so yeah, so my thought process is we need a lot of darts. We're gonna need a ton of them. So electric, like here's my layering process at this point. I don't know if I should do the electric fence then blade or if I should do electric fence and dart traps because I mean blades take no ammo, so of course the dart traps would run out of ammo really fast. But the cops again, because as soon as the blade traps do too much damage to the cops pop. And if we can't take out a cop in time.
So maybe would it be better to have blades further in? Because by then we should hopefully be aware of the cop. Would that be better, or I don't know. I'm thinking out loud. I guess so. On what layer putting blade traps would we be minimizing the possibility of a cop exploding?
If we're going to layer it, then why not make 2 blades at head height and 1 on the floor? So hang on, if you're going to layer, why not make 2 blades at head height, then 1 at floor height? No, on the floor, but the blade just inside the floor. So you're saying, like, have a dip down where the blade trap goes. You just create a blender. Could. So at head height, that would just decapitate the bastards. Crawlers will come in. See, the only the downside to having two is because remember, they're gonna try to dodge. They're gonna try to dodge the traps. So two at head height. Because they're at head height, there's got to be a center column. So then the two blending blades, or the one blending blade, they would have to be going in that direction. They would probably, if... Then again, if it's in the floor, they won't try to go around it. You got me rethinking this now. See, having it in the floor would minimize some of the damage, I think. A lot of the crawlers are kind of capable of going under the blade, which is one of the problems. So yeah, countersinking the blade would mean that they would have to fall into it.
Oh, my brain is getting distracted. Because my fiance made herself breakfast and it smells really good. Like, oh. It smells so good. Probably because I've been having, like, granola bars for breakfast for the past 5 weeks. We want to do that.
So, okay. In order for this to even lay out properly, too, it has to be... The corridor has to be an uneven number of wide, so that means 3 blade traps in total. See, my thought is having one in the center means they'll definitely try to go around. So they might not even get decapitated. Because I thought about originally maybe hanging them from the ceiling. Of course, weight on them. Because you'd have to make it as wide.
I'll tell you what all this discussion is making me want to play. Orcs Must Die.
Oh, yeah. Very similar.
Yeah, so, I'm trying to picture in my head of how you could do it, and it's turning into Orcs Must Die in my head. I'm like, but it's not that simple, this game. If it was that simple, you could make a really elaborate corridor of traps, but it's like, it's a little more involved than this one. Especially since we have to also build the corridor.
Put a dart trap on the center column. The blade trap. And blade trap on the dart trap? So... So which way would the dart trap be facing?
That's what we need. We need an omnidirectional dart trap. Problems solved.
And then the blade, yeah, setting on top of the dart trap, so... Because you could have the electric fence, you could have the pressure plate on that side of it, facing them. So instead of shooting across, it does mean there's opportunities to miss them. So yeah, like which way would the dart trap be facing? Forward or like to the sides? It would look like one wood block, dart trap, then blade trap. Dart trap keeps the column safe. Oh. That's true, so if they were coming forward, trying to destroy the column. Is that high enough, though? Because I would think... Give me the blade trap. The blade trap's height, I would think... I'm not actually going to put this trap down, but... So, like... Find a place that's not... Right there, okay. So really having a blade... Yeah. The blade would... You wouldn't... It wouldn't be wood then blade trap, because then the blade trap would be too high. It'd be over their heads. So it would have to be dart trap then blade trap. Because otherwise, yeah, if you put it 3 high, it's over their heads. But you could make the block that the trap is standing on, you could make that a dart trap. And yeah, that could protect the column. And then put plates only in front of the columns. Yeah, you could. You could do the central, the single pressure plate. Huh. Yeah, that would protect the columns. Okay. Right. Man. But yeah, having it go 3 wide, 9 wide, seems like more ideal. Alright. Yeah, countersinking a floor trap. Not a bad idea. Because there's gonna be some underground work, because that's where all the generators and wire hookups are gonna go. And then just a bunch of laying claim blocks down below. So how you see it is one blade trap is on the floor, then place one blade trap and dart trap on both sides of the floor trap. So yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. So yeah, the 2 at head height, then that leaves a 1 gap in the middle where they'll more than likely try to go. But then the floor trap is there. Now, if you don't countersink it, they'll have nowhere to go. They won't try to aim for the center, but considering there'll be a cluster of them, they'll get pushed into the upper blades. So then all you would have to worry about then is the crawlers getting under the head height ones. Which the other traps could then be there to take care of them. I mean, we're going to be actively trying to kill them as well. That's the other thing. Okay. So yeah, that could work. And yeah, so have the blade trap set on top of a dart trap with pressure plates in front of it. I know blade traps can't sit on top of blade traps. I know that much. Everything else should work. Okay. So yeah. Because that was my only other thought is, yeah, with the 2 upper traps. Oh no, that won't leave. No, what am I doing? Why am I saying that would be 1 in the middle? If I made the corridor then 7 wide instead of 9 wide, that would also mean that I could put the electric fences inside. No. Yes. It means I could put the electric fence post inside a wall. So then they're not at risk of getting damaged. Because from what I've heard, they can go 9 across before. I've heard maybe you can kind of fluff that number a bit by standing as far back from the post as possible and then making the initial click. So yeah, maybe the corridor's 7 wide. That might be better. What if you ran the electric fence post between the dart trap and trigger plate? Ooh, I'm thirsty. Come on, let me drink here. Alright, so what if you ran an electric fence post between the dart trap and trigger plate, but run the wire at floor height so it shocks the crawling zombies and slows them for the blade trap to take them out? I imagine the crawlers will be slow enough. I think the crawlers will be slow enough that the electric fence doesn't really need to take them down, but I noticed that one zombie that crawled under the fence actually got shocked, which is weird because I know you're supposed to be able to crawl under them. So I wonder if he just somehow got too close. Yeah. So yeah, let's plan on making the corridor 7 wide. You all got me thinking about this. I was thinking about it before, but now I'm really thinking about it. Put that in there. Just 7 wide with like countersunk trap. Was this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? That's, yeah, 6 wide. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. I'm thinking. It's one thing to like imagine it in your head, but then the next you're actually planning on actually laying this all down. We're gonna need a lot of rebar and a lot of concrete.
Let's see. I think because the town just next to us is in the desert, right?
Yeah.
Alright. Might take the auger out there and try and get us some sand so we can keep concrete going.
Shit, I should have brought iron down here. Just tell it to make 300. Moon's brain is thinking. Moon's brain is thinking. What's the most efficient way to kill a zombie, but have the most bloody and gruesome way possible? Exactly. Because after seeing what the Day 63 horde was like,
Yeah.
it's gonna get intense. So we want to mangle these fuckers. So yeah, okay, electric fence, blade traps with dart trap protection. Beyond that, say some pressure plates, like pressure plate going along with dart traps on that side. Then a couple layers of barbed wire just to slow them down. And then, I don't know. What do we put beyond that? Anything beyond that? Because in the center of all this, there's basically going to be a column where we'll be positioned. And then there's going to be the gutty works underneath, where we'll be putting everything together, where all the engines and wiring will go. I think what I really want to do, which would be neat, is hook up a motion detector system as well with spotlights, and then have it on both entrances, or we end up doing the four-way. Have motion sensors and lights on either side, and then, you know, it'll light up wherever the zombies are coming from. I would say put an alarm, but the alarm would be blaring throughout the whole... Putting up alarms, we'd just be listening to alarms all night.
Alarms all day. All day, all night.
Maybe spikes stuck into the ground? I thought about that. Yeah, putting... Because I thought about putting spikes underneath the electric fences, but that's pretty much a way to guarantee that you're going to end up with all crawlers. Because it'll trash all their legs. Which I don't really want that. But yeah, maybe having a couple upside down countersunk spikes. Because then they can't damage those. Say maybe, I don't know where exactly, but somewhere. Yeah, because that's the only downside to using spikes right at the start, because they'll all turn into crawlers right after that. Less than ideal. I mean, you gotta plan for the contingency that the blade traps just get trashed anyway. So there's gotta be a few layers going here and there. But I think, oops. My finger twitched and I punched the ladder on the way up.
Hey, you be nice to that ladder.
Okay, I say it's time to start laying down some foundations.
Oh my god, it's happening.
It's finally happening. After
Day 74.
not only day 74, but since June. Technically. Oops. Shotgun just went off. Oh, is the morning horde out? Yeah, considering we've been playing from experimental up to now. We've had access to traps, but this is truly today's the first time we've actually on this channel seen the traps in action, so Just gonna build the board base. What you like about does they eat up ammo fast? They kind of do, but as long as you don't use like the automated ones, what is it, the high caliber ones, those will chew through ammo like crazy. I think the shotgun ones do okay. Put the spikes behind blade traps. Then shotguns at the foot height to kill crawlers coming out of the spikes. True, you could do that. Yeah, like so. Beyond the blade traps, have some counter upside down spikes. Because by that point, you're not gonna have runners by that point. Once they get past the blade traps, they're crawlers. Any that survive that. And then, if the blade traps end up getting killed, which is a possibility. Hello, sir. What you doing? Just surveying my work out here? There's private property. And then you're good. Like the thought of putting barbed wire, that this freestanding barbed wire, is that kind of last line of defense. It's like these are the ones that have gotten through. These are the ones that we need to pull all our focus on and start killing them because they're now through. Last second to pull that shot, didn't I? Yeah, the blade trap, we just tested the blade traps a little bit. Oh! Oh no! Our pet died. Or did you kill her?
I did not.
Our pet died. We had a zombie that had no legs and no arms that was still alive. It's dead. You just kept it here. Huh. Maybe it had bleed damage. I don't know. Weird. Oh well. So yeah, we've tested several traps at this point, so. Right. We want to be far enough away from the base. This is remotely flat, so there'll be some digging involved, but not horrible amounts. I worry about this hill, though. That's the only thing really might be a bit chuffed about. My original plan was to do it out here. It was really flat over here. This might be a better spot. Or at less risk of, yeah. Okay, that's just gonna be the location. Near the bookstore. That also means the bookstore is not going to be respawning, but
it already isn't.
Yeah, and at this point we've got what we need.
I mean, yeah, we're at 70 plus, and if it was going to respawn, it would have already.
Man.
I think we already kind of inadvertently did that.
Well, plus at this point, like I say, we've gotten the bulk of the schematics we want, so there's no...
It's true.
If this doesn't respawn anymore, we're not. Hello, sleeper. Oh shit. That's a yeah, I'm not going in that bookstore anyway. That looked like an irradiated feral. We don't want to go in there.
I think you should go in and make sure.
Nah. Nah. Okie dokie. I want to plan this for the possibility of 4 corridors. I'm going to initially build it with 2, one on either side, but in case they are just smashing at the sides. But yeah, this area is nice and flat, nice and roomy, so just gotta get rid of these damn cactuses. Remember seeing a headless zombie still alive? I haven't seen a headless one. I've seen everything else. Now I've seen them die standing up. Well, no, that's not true. I have seen one, not on this map, I did see it on someone else's map I was watching one time. I saw a headless zombie walking around. It was a graphical glitch. We forgot to feed the zombie, that's what it was. 1 finger a day. I don't know if I want to... there's a joke there. There's a joke. Fuck it, I'm gonna say it. I don't know if you want to be fingering the nurse.
Alright, well, I gained 3 levels and got 3 stacks of sand.
Nice.
And I almost totally wore out the armor. Alright.
Anyone make repair kits? I don't think that.
I'm pretty sure you can.
Yeah, it just takes forged iron, one of each, 1 forged iron, 1 oil, 1 cloth fragment, and 1 duct tape. All of which
bad.
we are capable of crafting. Alright, let's get rid of this rock. Yeah, this area is actually bigger than I thought it was. That's good. Good place for a horde base. Finally, day 74. Horde base construction begins. Won't be ready for the first horde, but might not even be ready for the second one.
Yeah, that'll take some time.
Luckily, darts don't take that long to craft. They're pretty quick. Dart traps will ultimately chew through a lot of our ammo, iron, because they fire fast.
Well, it's a good thing that we got an assload of iron.
I can imagine the dart traps changing that very quickly, though. But yeah, we've got just massive tons of iron. There's still a bunch that hasn't even been dug out.
Yeah, I would say there's still untapped iron in there.
I suppose it's kind of handy being high level, though, to build this base, because when I inevitably need to start bashing out concrete blocks,
True.
that's gonna happen. Gotta take him out quickly. Means the horde might end up ripping apart the bookstore, but that's okay.
Yeah.
And at worst, we got other towns we can go to now.
It's true.
We finally got a mini bike!
It's...
Trying to just collapse the stone. bastard. No, I want to go down. Oh, there's just like one nub holding this whole boulder up. There you go. Oh, come on, really? Nice. Okay. Not all of it collapsed, so there's floating.
Man, are you breaking the laws of physics again?
Really, I am. This is gonna be annoying because there's like little nubs in the air too that are very tiny to see. I tried to build something and then it's just all gonna. It won't go there. Why? Oh, there's a pixel frickin' there. Isn't this how we destroyed? It was this sort of the fate that happened to the last Moonside. The world just ended up broken.
Yeah. Broke the world.
It's actually terrain generation being updated. Fucked our map, but. There we go. That's cleared out. Let's clear out this coal. Alright, so we're far enough away from there. Let's lay out some plans. Let's say we start here. Far enough. Oh, we could start a little further back. Up there. So that's opening to 1/4. So 1, 2, 3. That would be a blade trap. Say like back here or under here. So that would be. This center spot would be a blade trap. And then 1, 2, 3, and then that's cool. So this is the corridor, basically. So you'd have the 2 elevated blade traps here, here, and then you'll have a countersunk one in the middle. But this is the entrance, so probably about here is where the initial electric fence is gonna go. So you'll have an electric fence crossing here. Then you've got blade trap region here. So 1, 2, 3. Right, so this is where the blade traps are going off. Then you've got. Mark these for blade traps. So yeah, alright. Sure, a rabbit, I think clump of cactus. Right. So that's blade traps. Then here we'll give a little gap. So here then could be the row of. Is she coming this way? She is. Nope, she's going. You know what? Let's be proactive. Come here. Come here. Ow. Stretch Armstrong infected me. Great, now I'm infected again. I swear, I should have an immunity to this by now.
You would think.
So, okay. So say here is countersunk spikes. By this point, they're crawling. The ones that have made it this far, they're crawling. So we have a row of countersuck spikes. Then one thing I thought of is having an area where they have to walk up. So, like, say that the dart traps could just be in front of them. So if they get this far, they're just getting pummeled by dart traps. Maybe not, because by this point they're crawling. So there's a row of counterside spikes. Upside down. If they get that far, say we actually put like an eye-level dart trap here. Maybe one or two. I don't know how far they shoot. They might end up damaging each other, so.
So, once the concrete that I just queued up is finished, which it'll happen next time we play, we will have 20,000 concrete.
Nice.
That'll be good to get you going.
I think here then is the barbed wire. And then we've got then this far. I think that's the corridor. And then we'll repeat that. So we'll have a central column here. So basically something like this. One, 2, 3, 5, 2. So yeah, then here's our central column. Have I done this right? And we'll have like a platform up above that we can, of course, be shooting down at. So then we basically have this region where anything that has reached this far is now our absolute responsibility. If they've covered this distance, either we or the traps haven't taken them down. I think that'll work. I'll just have to remember that. So right, electric fence, blade traps, a little bit of a gap. Let's see, the countershock upside down spikes. Here are the triggered blade traps. Not blade traps, triggered dart traps. Then here you're gonna have 3 rows of standing up barbed wire, and then yeah, and then we almost might have to do this on 4 sides. Looking at how long the corridor is, I don't think they're gonna. I think the wall's gonna be so large on either side that if they come from either side, they're not gonna go around. They're gonna try to punch through. Yeah, we might have to do the 4-way. 4 ways.
I was actually thinking the same thing. It's like I feel like you almost would have to do that corridor in all 4 directions, and then slope the walls so that it kind of forces them down them. Otherwise, unless they come from that one side, it's going to be big enough that they're just not going to go in there.
Yeah. So it'd be basically this thing would be a 4 corridors, all the same traps, and then it would be angled walls.
Yeah, direct them into the corridors.
Still have to consider spiders, because we don't want them crawling over. So we'll have like the ledges.
It'll be a mammoth of a build.
It will be.
But it'll be a one hell of a base once it's done.
it's going to take a lot of parts, so we're going to need a lot of power, because there's going to be maximum 1, 2, 3 times 4. There's going to be 12 blade traps going. There's going to be electric fences going. There's going to be the dart traps, the pressure plates. There's going to be lights. There's going to be a lot going, so we are going to need a lot of things. A lot of engines, a lot of... I don't know about batteries so much. A lot of engines, a lot of gas. A lot of generator banks.
Well, let's say, do we want to do this off of... You want to do that one off of gas?
Yeah, because
Or do we want to try and do some of it off of solar?
well, it's not going to work at night.
Well, no, but the solar charges stuff over time.
Well, yeah. We could attempt it. Say, try it with some batteries. We need a lot of batteries, though. So I worry all those traps
Yeah, we need
rolling
a lot of batteries.
would drain the shit out of them. I mean, it wouldn't be that hard to set up some battery banks and then just have it all wired into the system. So yeah, I mean, we could try batteries.
We basically need to start scrapping every single car in sight.
Yeah, pretty much. Not only for fuel, but for the good
we need
ones that
batteries and engines.
have batteries and engines, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I did actually just scrap one. I did find another purple engine, so that's good. But yeah, we need everything we can.
Center platform, you should have a column down to a bunker at last resort. Yeah, that's kind of the plan. You would have a way up and down, I think. Because I was debating on putting a door in this column. Of course, that's where they're all going to gather. Try to break in.
You could potentially use that, though.
Yeah, you could use that as a way to get them to gather up.
To direct their pathing to where you want them to be. So if we focus some... You know, if you did a door, we can do a vault door and, you know, reinforce it with steel, so it'll take a long beating to take down, and then put some, you know, some blade traps or some turrets right next to it, so anything that actually makes it to the door.
Well, yeah, I think at that point, if they were even going to make it to the column, we're at critical anyway, so... I mean, that's kind of the point. We're meant to be up there actively stopping them from ever getting that far. We're not letting the traps do everything. We're letting the traps just help us slow them down. 1, 2, 6, 14. This is gonna be big. Put dart traps at the wall facing the door entrance. Good. I don't know. We'll see how things work. I mean, this could end up being a situation where, you know, we modify it as we see fit. You know, it's like that didn't work, so we gotta change some stuff around. Maybe the trap was in a bad spot. Move it. Just getting this laid out. Right, okay. So this is basically how big this is going to be. Let's see here. Just got that corner to map out, but it's the same. And so yeah, we'll have the column of a platform up there that we can hit up. Maybe make Molotov. Goodness, sorry. Maybe make Molotov cocktails if they get to the barbed wire.
No, yeah, that's a good idea. You're gonna have fun with this, aren't you?
I bet. The sad thing is how excited I was for this update, and
you're only just now getting.
only now am I really getting to it.
You've been wanting to get to this point for a while.
Yeah.
We're finally there.
Back to the base. Situation where Rick and Moon die. But oh yeah, so that. But yeah, it seemed like the most efficient build.
I seriously want to play Orcs Must Die now. Damn it.
Okay, if I wear the trench coat, I'm hot. If I take it off, I'm cold. The rain. That's a good question. When it's raining, the solar panels work. Yeah, they are. It's not stopping them. Awesome. Now I have to try not to forget any of this because we're not playing this again until next week. Because tomorrow we're doing Evil Within. So
Yep.
I have to wait a whole week and remember what the layout was. See how this build is going to go. But it is time to build a whole
Time
base.
has come.
Finally.
Alright. What? No, that's not what I wanted.
I heard you hit something.
No, you didn't.
Yeah?
You heard nothing.
Yeah?
Nope.
Nope, damn it. It's a shame it's not like games like Conan or Ark where your body can just flop to the floor. Well, there we go. That's 7 days to die for this week, actually. Since, yeah, you go back to work tomorrow. And,
Unfortunately.
yeah, your vacation's over.
But yep, the fun is over after today. Gotta go back to work.
Yeah, but we'll be.
It was nice, though.
We'll be playing more of it next week. Same. This week's next week's gonna be like this week, so.
It was nice to... It's nice to relax for a while and not work. But, yep, gotta go back eventually.
Yeah,
Alright. I will go ahead and hop off.
Alright.
Bye-bye!
Bye-bye. So yeah, guys, that's all the 7 days to die for this week. It'll be back next week, because next week we're going to be doing 7 days to die on Monday and Tuesday. And so for the rest of this week, for tomorrow and Thursday, we're going to be continuing with the first Evil Within. And that's pretty much the plan. And then next week is mimicking this week, because Rick's schedule will have him off on Monday and Tuesday, so he can join in on those 2 days. So that's going to be the plan. If you haven't seen the original Evil Within, or want to see me either get angry at it or get a little spooked at it, come by tomorrow. It's mostly me being angry at it. But anyway, thank you very much, guys, for hanging out with me today. Thank you for laying out ideas for this horde base, because yeah, this is, we've been, like I say, we've been playing Alpha 16 since the experimental in June, and this is truly the first, today is the first day I've even touched the traps. You know, because of course when experimental, when the the experimental finished and the actual came out, we started that, and then it had the update that fucked the terrain around us, and it made me so mad that I decided we were going to start this map, so yeah. So now, finally, we're getting to the traps and actually getting to play with them, which is something I've wanted to do for so long, and it's taken me this long, so yeah. Like I say, thank you very much, guys, for hanging out today. Be back tomorrow with some spoopiness with Evil Within. So no other announcements. So have a great Taco Tuesday, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye 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 bye.